Welcome back to another episode of XCOM Give It To Ya. We're going to be continuing our campaign to attempt to liberate Africa from the alien menace, and we're going to be starting by trying to recruit two members, or two factions, into the fold. There are two independent factions, the Skirmishers and the Reapers, that have not seen eye to eye over the past 20 years, but do bring formidable skills. And we're going to be trying to go as a liaison, as a go-between. So we've established two squads for ourselves of two rookies each, and we're going to be seeing what we can offer them as we kind of move towards a rendezvous. It says, find your way to the escape route. Do not let Dragunova die. It says it's been quiet recently. We didn't have any real readings on alien activity in this area anytime recently. But you know, you never can be too sure. And right now, I would say we're unsure. So we're not in concealment because we're not really hiding from anything. We don't really know what our mark is, but we'll go ahead and go for a single move out in the open. Don't necessarily need to hug the walls. Now there is this mechanic here. Shadow is basically concealment, but as far as I can tell, it means that they also do not have to break. They have a percentage chance to break their concealment. So basically they get a little extra stealth, but since the whole squad isn't stealthed, that's really only going to be for our VIP here, Outrider, aka Elena Dragunova. So, we'll have to see. For right now, we'll have to see. Fire weapon is a one action, so while this looks kind of like a rifle, it is definitely going to be a single turn action. She also has a claymore, which I believe is just going to be an explosive device here. Throws a targetable environmental explosive. The Reaper is not revealed when shooting the claymore or when it is triggered. So, going to be able to utilize that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But for right now, it should be pretty straightforward. Just going to push everybody forward a little bit here. And
damaged and dormant all these years, these devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
right, so there's no cover here, and this is going to be the end of my turn, pushing forward to this position here. Not too much further past what we've already seen, though, so I'm not too worried about it. Looks like we're headed up that direction, so we can probably slink along the building here. There's no rush, per se, but we do want to factor in, you know, potential opposition and take it at a good pace. Yeah, haven't seen anything. I'm okay with going a few squares forward. I don't think I'm too worried about that. And they're speedy. Moving on Outrider is pretty great. The Lost. Alright, so this is less about organized aliens and more about what remains of this town. Wildlife, so to speak. They don't even really introduce them. We just have to kind of assume what they are. Technically I'm not in targeting range of them, but very interesting. I'm curious if any of these inanimates also are able to like activate if we get close proximity, or if it's going to be the others. Got some exclamation points here implying that movement here could cause problems. Let's see here, what do we have? It is a lost one. Mobility is 8. Okay, glad I read that. I believe that means they can move 8 spaces, and if that's the case, that's really fast. But they don't seem very aware of what's going on, if that eyeball traces anything. They don't only do 1 or 2 damage, up to 4 potentially, and it looks like they just be doing melee attacks, and they're not very aware of what's around them. But once aggroed, they can swarm. They can trigger a lot. So I'm curious what the deal is with this truck. I can go ahead and check it out. Let's see what's inside by clicking here. Should be able to. Did it do anything? Oh, got rid of the, okay, so now it's open, so to speak. It allows me to go in here and take cover in the truck, which wouldn't be a bad idea necessarily. So yeah, our options are either let's get everybody in position before we wake the swarm. I'm assuming we're going to want to claim more of this in order to, I mean, if we could just move past, sneak by, I guess we lose out on experience a bit, but I don't really want to fight a bunch of crazy fast zombies if I don't need to.
Okay.
And that eyeball indicates that they're really.
No more time for regrets. We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago.
Okay, eyeballs lied. I guess. Oh, because she was in concealment and they. Oh.
More will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
Well, that's a bad opener. Not a great opener at all. I'm gonna keep cover even though there may be no value to it if it's just ranged attacks. But, or if it's just melee attacks, but yeah, unfortunate way to start. Oh, they're not taking cover necessarily. At least they're not taking like high or low cover. They're just out in the open. Pretty easy targets overall, but I think reloading will be pretty important. Ammo's finite, you know. When an XCOM unit kills a lost unit with a standard attack, that unit receives an
If we are careful with our shots, we will prevail.
that unit receives an additional action point. By carefully selecting targets, the soldier can kill several lost and still move normally. If the shot taken misses or fails to kill the target, the soldier will not receive the additional action. Special attacks do not. So basically I can shoot, reload. Okay. So in this case, I don't have anything else to shoot, but I could go for another move action to keep pace with my comrades. They started moving this direction. Mobility 8 is scary. So I'm going to take up this position. And I could have overwatched, actually. I should have overwatched. They're moving. Oh, they're moving. There's a lot of them. Is that a special one? Oh boy. He's got a little more health. What in the world? Oh god, they're right outside.
DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term exposure to the alien radiation from those pods. Though why anyone would subject themselves to that, I cannot imagine.
When the governments fell, millions starved. Many fled to cities such as this to scavenge for food. They did not heed the warnings.
So they can only see the guy out there. We're gonna let Adagoke go to town for a little bit. He'll have to reload eventually, of course, and that will be the end of his turn, but let's see what he can do for the time being. Is this EXP farm? He's got squatty, at least. Alright, I imagine they give reduced experience, but we're gonna keep the shots rolling until we have to reload. Okay, so that's the two that were close by, so not too bad. I'm a little worried the shot misses and then he has to reload, but I think he's in an okay enough position. Nice. Even got an achievement. We got ourselves, zoop, if I can close this out, there we go. Kill 3 enemies in a single turn with a single soldier without explosives. Very cool. And then we still have 2 actions, right? We have move and reload. But just to be sure, this doesn't end my turn, right? Actually, that's good to know. So I can actually reload and shoot on the same turn, which is pretty sick. But he's halfway out of actions, and we want to make sure we're actively doing what we need to. So accuracy right now? Her base accuracy is 65, Silvio, and then Outriders is in shadow, so she never got revealed. So that's one thing to be grateful for. And her base aim is 75. Vector rifle does 3 to 4 damage, but we kind of want the experience in Silvio if we can get it. And I don't think this is too dangerous with two people targeting it. So yeah, we'll move up here to this position. And we'll aggro another pod, unfortunately. They are fast, but not fast enough to... Okay, they're now in range, I would say. So both of these groups are very dangerous. Hopefully we don't miss too much. 74%. Alright, alright. Free action. Try another shot. Okay, we're good. Okay, that's the 2 that I was most worried about. And we got Squatty unlocked. Now she can kind of do whatever she wants. She's not going to take aggro necessarily, but we are seeing some red. Does that mean there's somebody over here? I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know that, but I do now. And let's just say I'm not too excited about the prospect. But yeah, I'm good with having him overwatch as his last move, and then we'll have Outrider try to see what's flanking us over here. Nothing. Not great. Alright, well, Overwatch for her as well. Overwatch for her. He has reloaded, and yeah, we'll just do another Overwatch. We're just gonna try to hold position as the swarm comes out. This is thematically pretty cool. And theoretically, ammunition is infinite. It's just about how many actions it takes. So if we're not timed and we're careful, we can take them as they come. I'm sure that numerically, it can be very overwhelming. But I like the fact that we have a small squad. It kind of gives us a better feel for it. She says that twice now. So I'm imagining we go into this with like a 5-person squad in a few missions, and we are going to be looking at numbers so absurd you can't even. And eventually you're going to miss, right? Those 78% are nowhere near guaranteed. So these were our actions. We have our actions back. He's got a couple lined up, but getting closer would definitely be more helpful. Though it is, of course, with some risk. I don't know if I should keep hugging cover. Generally, like I default to it, but in technicality, like this is a better position than this, right? Or, you know, there's nothing wrong with this one though. This actually gives him line of sight on a couple of good targets. So, all right, let's see what. Okay, he's only got 1 shot guaranteed though. This was actually a bit aggressive. Pulling him out. We'll go for this guy, and already. So he does not get a reload. His first action next turn has to be reload, and now we're waiting on these guys to bail him out. I'm also curious if there's an infection factor. I imagine based on the fact that they're, you know, they have radiation as their main source of decay, that it's not going to be something that spreads rapidly, but you never know with this kind of stuff. Alright, take the shot. Nice clean kill. And through the windows, we're going to be able to go for another one, so had to go okay. Getting some hits in. Not this time around, though. And now we have a couple options. Yeah, I could see this being a good position. Strong lady, going for it. Miss streak, 10%. Is this her teammates have missed, and therefore she's emboldened somehow? It's very interesting if that's the case. Definitely helps to get some really bad RNG. If you're like 5v1 and you all miss. Alright, she's out. They know about her. But that's okay. And she gets a free action, but not too many ways I can approach this. I can either place down a claymore, which I only have 1 of, or more likely I'm just going to overwatch. Reload was the third option, but I want to be ready if anything gets close.
Of our own people, left to turn into these things.
Yes. All we can offer them now is a merciful death.
I figure sticking to the rooftops would have been the play, guys, but it seems like that ship has sailed a little bit. Got a ladder here to like higher areas, but it doesn't take us to a roof, just to a higher floor. Still, I'm curious what's up there, and if there's anything that we kind of missed, or just an angle that we could have utilized better. Guess that's sailed a bit. I think this is a decent turn to just kind of creep and reload, though. So.
On the move.
Even though we got multiple shots. Well, let's wait. Let's push everybody forward and make sure we don't find any more friends. She doesn't really need to reload. She has shadow again. Okay. So if I do this and then shadow, she should be invis. Well, this only activates 1 more time. Yeah. Go for it. Sneaky beak. Alright, 1 more push forward. Out of ammo right now, so definitely have to be careful here. And I think we're good. Alright, this is probably the only time that I needed to play pretty quiet. After this, I'm pretty comfortable, I'd say. And she can kind of scout ahead because she has this extra concealment. We are seeing the red, so if she goes into this space, it looks pretty bad for her. Is that just like we don't know what's in there, or is there actually something that we have to worry about? I'm curious. Well, I don't want to risk my VIP, but she does seem to also be able to handle this stuff pretty well. We'll just take the window and look from there.
These creatures are worse even than adults.
I don't know about that.
They have no cause,
I would...
no fear. They simply exist. If we do not defeat the aliens,
I would say the active opposition is much worse than the passive, mindless stuff that we're dealing with. Alright, we're pretty close. Yeah, I would take, so far from what I've seen, obviously there might be variants, but like, so far from what I've seen, I would take Lost over Advent any day. Because the Lost aren't hunting us out of a desire to control everything. You said it, bud. Okay.
I am at your service.
Alright.
Extraction point is close, but looks like these things don't want to make it easy for you.
We will make it your pet advent in time.
Oh, so she's talking about the skirmishers, because technically speaking, they were originally like at the gene clinics or something like that. Maybe enforcers that defected, and that background, because they had probably had confrontations with them in the early days, that is a point of contention, which makes sense. So she can get real close. She can see exactly what she wants to see, which is pretty cool.
We risk all this for pray tell Locke? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already.
Okay, so she has Overwatch concealed, but it ends her turn instead of just being able to shoot, 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 shoot. So I think we might just want to go for shoot, 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 shoot. Alright, well, if she misses, then she's kind of in a really bad spot, isn't she? But then we have, like, grenades. At least one of these guys has a frag. So yeah, worst case scenario, we frag it up, right? I think so. I don't think they attack in their reaction, they just, like, take cover and stuff. We'll see what happens.
Your friend will join you.
50-50 revealed.
They found us.
Yep, alright, let's see what happens. Y'all coming to say hello? Cool. Got more shots for you. I guess I want to give the rookies a bit more experience, though. So I'll take the rookie that doesn't have the frag and put him in a good position here. And start taking shots. Not the best odds, but might be able to get a couple.
Target eliminated.
Alright, alright.
Target down.
Each one of these is working out pretty well. Oh my gosh. Slays 3 in a row. I'll go for the reload over the Overwatch here. I think that makes more sense. But yeah, this is good RNG. Not that I feel threatened, even if she misses any of those shots. I think we're in a good spot, but yeah, not bad at all. So she can reload.
I need to reload.
And out of caution, we'll Overwatch. Oh, okay.
I won't let them pass.
Come on out, boys. And girls, presumably. Nice.
No compromises.
Get him. Yeah.
Central. Biological signatures are grouping into a singular mass. One closing in on this position.
A swarm. We must push forward before it arrives.
We'll go one more round. I'm not sure exactly what it looks like when we take that spot, but should be some pretty easy shots. Theoretically. You never know. 90+% can definitely miss. Goke's fishing for a promotion right now. Ah, finally. It's all good. It's all good. Let's get him a little bit closer to the extraction point. Still well within range for this creature. Alrighty, and this guy can't move into the extraction point just yet, but we can go ahead and get our VIP in position, no problem. Seems like we've kind of cleaned up this area pretty well, though. Yeah, we're not going to be able to extract regardless, so I'll just overwatch it. And she can do the same.
For years, my people hunted his kind. For years, we survived. Now you risk everything for your dreams of peace.
I mean, we're risking 4 rookies. Let's be clear here.
Kicking our planet's ass for the past 20 years. You think maybe it's time we try something else?
If only your speeches...
You should have a clear path through now. Second squad is already en route to Mox. Proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Oh, we'll be there.
Alrighty, let's see how the skirmishes fare by comparison. I think the concealment is pretty nice for the scouting ahead aspect, not aggroing extra pods and stuff like that. So, alternatively, the skirmishers might not have that benefit, but might have something else instead. Or might just have a Sky Ranger floating here for half an hour. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Good cutscene.
Looks like trouble ahead. The rendezvous could be compromised. Stay focused. Contact! Get down!
Well, that looks good.
They have a bigger problem here. I'm guessing that's our man. Well, our contact anyway.
Crockside. Advent. Hobbit.
So, I think they made a really big deal about their, like, mind control chips not being able to ever be removed, and then these guys, now they have a whole faction of independent guys, so... I'm not sure that's a contradiction, but it's a little questionable.
To purge the Drakh 10. The lost.
I'm surprised they didn't try to weaponize them.
Our meeting point is still secure. She is free of the imposter gods. I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your Reapers. Now, we must go.
So the contact on the video call looked like a completely normal dude. A bit shaggy, but like nothing like this. So I'm curious what that's about. If he just is like their representative or the guy who got out early. I don't know.
Proceed through this district as quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me
Pretty cool though. I'm just curious like the process of breaking free from the control.
It is these Reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the skirmishers, were created by the false gods of this world to serve and die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
Alright, so we've got the ability to shoot and then move, rather than just the reverse. They also have grappling. Oh, they have double shots per turn if they have the ammo for it, and then, yeah, which could be really good against the Lost if the headshot rule still applies. But yeah, grapple allows them to move around, which is kind of cool too. Overall, these guys are kind of more of the vibe that I like compared to the Reapers, but both I think seem super useful. Which is kind of the point of this mission, is to kind of introduce the, from what I can tell. Alright, so we know what we're up against. Well, from the Lost perspective, it seems like there are some Advent soldiers here too. So we probably want cover, right? We don't have a concealment scout. This is the worst cover I've ever seen, but, you know, we'll roll with it. Or do we grapple there? Ooh. Yellow points for grappling. Interesting. Seems a little bit forward of us. Does look cool. Yeah, take the high ground.
A new approach.
Alright, cool. And that... Wait. So it's got a long cooldown, but it does not take an action. Good to know. They also have Justice, which is... using their grappling hook, they can pull a target and then melee them. That's awesome. 5-turn cooldown is very long, but that's very cool. Map bounds aren't too far to the sides. There could be stuff creeping up on the side, but I think I'm relatively safe here. What's the worst that could happen, right? Alright. Seems relatively clear off the bat. And I think we'll be fine with this. Take cover where we can. Take cover where we can, but not rely too heavily on it. Alright, so this guy's got the high ground. He can take a ladder up. He can not grapple again. He could take another ladder, but... see what you see, bud. Oh, 2 targets. 1 flanked.
Don't remember seeing these things before.
You were not meant to. Purifiers were created with a singular purpose.
Alright, flamethrower boys.
The lost. We must eliminate this patrol quickly before others
Yep.
arrive.
Called it. It's a bit of a trope, but you see that a lot in like StarCraft Terran stuff. But what's their range on their flamethrower? A wide but short cone. So it's relatively melee. It's basically a shotgun. I would attribute it to probably can trigger explosives more readily. But we got the Justice thing. Is that a miss? Yeah, it's pretty high chance to hit. So let's see which target is more of a pain as we approach, and then grapple the other one. So this is a great spot that either can get to. Weber and Jackson. All things being equal, I guess we'll put... Oh, can we get the... one space away. Alright, yeah, all things equal, we'll put Weber up here. And take a shot. 51-49. Not ideal. But then here is only partial cover, unfortunately. All around, only partial cover. So she's... Well, then again, we're up against flamethrowers, so why do we really care about that? We just want to make sure our distance is appropriate. What's their mobility like? Same thing as the others? 12. So that's definitely not tiles. I think that would be way too many tiles. But it does seem like we can either grenade and take a shot, or we can just bring the Justice. We're definitely going to have more than just this group, so I'm reluctant to use our grenades on the first enemies. But it's not a terrible idea. You could also like just hold position and then smoke, but I don't know how much that really impacts flamethrower shots. Also, this cover looks more breakable overall compared to... Well, actually, this looks like a flank position, basically. If I can just take a flank, isn't that just clean? A little risky, of course, but if I'm just going to do the grenade thing either way... Yeah, we'll go for this. We're flanked, they're flanked, everybody's flanked. Let's go. Alright, half the health. Not all the way done. Alright, and then do we just overwatch them because we know they're going to come out? Let's go ahead and Ripjack Strike is 4 damage. So I could see like a Ripjack Strike here to kill him off. Almost guaranteed. Come on, yeah. Chop, chop! And now we can either do a 49% or I think I just overwatch it. Which is like a 60-70%, something like that. I think that'll be okay. We'll see what these guys can do. Alright, we do miss, unfortunately. Blow up little statue boy. And he's gonna flamethrower up top. Okay. 70% chance from that range. He lights the ground on fire, it would seem. There was a burning mechanic that affected another guy, but it's not in play here. So, is his only weapon... So the Rip Jack is only applicable with the Justice ability. It's not like I could just run up and melee. Which is important to note. Not mobile enough to really go for a full flank, so I think this is where the grenade would help a lot. If I can get in range for it. Oh, he's got a grenade too. So he has 2 actions. His weapon is not end turn. So I could go for the shot, and then if it doesn't hit, I'll throw the grenade. But it does hit, leaving him quite vulnerable. Okay. He gets an ability point. Do I keep these guys? That would be sick. I thought they were just for the mission, but it's definitely possible we get to keep them long term. And if that's the case, yeah, I don't mind who gets the kills. In fact, might even prefer our Skirmisher and Reaper be decked out. I assumed these were too important to the faction to let them go. I mean, they're like the representatives, right? They're liaisons. Alright, what are we looking at for grenade range? It's not too bad. It would do guaranteed kill. So we just have to think, like, how greedy do we get? So it's full cover. Not a great shot here. Not a great shot at all. And we're not going to be able to get a good angle on this. Creep forward. Take the shot. Maybe we look out. Okay, 32%. Couldn't expect too much. He has the really high percentage, and then we can throw the grenade if it doesn't work out, right? Because she's 30. So yeah, we'll let him take the kill if he can make it work. And he can. Very nicely done.
You weren't kidding when you said those tanks could explode. Careful with these things. We don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
The patrol has been liberated. May their lives not be lost in vain.
Alright.
We must push forward and
So they're kind of sympathizing with the plight of the individual agents who unwillingly or unwittingly work for the admin. Interesting. Alright. Just do a little push. Not to get too far ahead. And we're in. We're up. Alright, so this guy has his grappling hook back up. He can go be Spider-Man a bit. I don't see why not. So this doesn't even cost an... The one thing I really like is this doesn't even cost an action. So he can full dash back if he needed to reset if this doesn't work out. It's just good, like, movement control. I think without that factor, if it's just like a elevated position, takes 1 action, it's a decent ability, but it's not that much different than when the map already provides you with a lot of ladders and stuff. But the second you make it cause 0 actions, and you can like push forward and fall back, or push forward and do some damage, like, that's great. They have really good action economy, is what you would say there.
Finally.
Okay, I don't want to group too hard against grenades. What?
This is no patrol. It's an army.
Oh boy.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back!
And yet you're shooting them. Alright. Surgical.
Purifiers may be down, but unfortunately, that was our extraction point.
I fear that is not the worst of it. Multiple biological
Alright, now we got the
rapidly
flood
close
or
to your position.
whatever, the lost coming, flinging.
Sound of combat excite them. They are drawn to it.
And you just blew up a fuel truck?
There was no other choice. Find an alternate exit. We will deal with the loss.
Why are you complaining, man? That was dope.
They are not as docile as the rest
Alright,
of
this
their
guy took a pretty strong position.
Description.
I
It would seem the
was up here.
mutation has somehow accelerated these dashers' metabolism, allowing enhanced speed and agility, with a corresponding increase in aggression.
Alright, so, sorry. I'm looking back at this. Just double checking everything. Good. Okay, where are these things at? So these are the faster ones. The dashers. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. Alright, let's give the rookies a shot. We want to make sure we get some new classes on the board. Odds are pretty good, and even better if we get a bit closer, so we'll take the risk. Oh boy, there's more. We'll take the risk, he says. He says we'll take the risk. We're here. Taking the risk. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill these all for sure. Let's see what we can do. I need at least a couple. Alright, that's going to help a lot. She is going to have to reload pretty soon. Or she can always run back. I guess that's nice. As long as she's ending with a kill, she can always run back. So we'll see what we want to do with her in a sec. Considering that... Okay, do these guys have extra mobility? These guys here. They have the same... Oh, 20? What the... Okay. 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 Well. That's a lot. Clearly. She needs to run, like, as far away as possible right now. And even then, I don't think it's enough. 20's a lot. Like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is pretty normal movement. And they're double that. More than double that. So this one will definitely close on her. We can give her some Overwatch cover. Alright, moving here, trying to be as useful as we can be. We do not have sight. So it's going to be Overwatch cover. And unfortunately we just used our grapple, which didn't end up meaning much. And as such... Well, actually, I just put myself in a position where I need to fall back, right? Awkward. Frag grenade is not going to reach, so we go for the shot. If I miss, though, he's kind of really exposed. These guys do 2 damage. I could easily lose this guy right now. Yeah, we're going to frag these. This is definitely the time for a frag grenade. But it will not give me a new action, so she can't run, but... Somebody's going to be locked in here. Let's go for it. 50-50 it actually kills, though. If they both live. Oh, no.
These lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise.
Okay.
The sounds of combat are likely to draw even more of them.
Great, 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 great. I mean, they're all 61s. This is not great. She might be eaten alive right now. Yeah, so he's already moved, and now he's going to reload, which means that's his turn. And she used her grenade, so she can't run. So that grenade actually killed her. She's so screwed. Overwatch or not. And that misses, yeah. Oh my gosh. Goodbye, rookie. Now we get to see what these things do to people. It seemed like a good idea, but I realized just at the end there that it was actually really likely that at least one survives.
I would expect a significant reaction from the lost.
And
Reaction I will accept from them.
turns into alternate route available.
Find us that exit.
Ugly, ugly, ugly. She should have ran. Wait, she didn't die. She's alive. She's out of ammo, but she's alive. Reloading ends does not end turn. We learned that. So we're gonna take some shots here. Very likely. Alright, stand our ground. She can go a bit closer, but she still has to reload after one shot, which is not great. Guess I could have ran, but these dashers are too fast to run from, honestly. She can't see that guy, so she's going for the one guy she can see. Please hit, please hit. Okay, good. And now she'll reload. She's not freaking out, fortunately, despite being half health. So she's going to reload. Stand her ground. Alright, 85. Very high likelihood. But very bad if we miss. Still, outrunning is not an option. We take these down. We stand and fight. She's got a full clip, too, which is nice. And she's using it. Alright. Nice job. Alright, Jackson. Show us what you got. Oh, Vengeance Burns. That's great. Alright. Yeah, you are. You're doing great. Alright, so she's reloading. He's gonna take a position in front of her to kind of body, like, just basically tank. And then Overwatch. And hopefully if any do swarm out, that we,
Sounds like the Lost are getting a lot closer to our position, Commander. Prepare for more incoming. That whole area is hotter than we thought. Gonna need a little more time.
Understood. Holding position.
okay, so where could they come from? Purifiers are over there. I'm assuming most of the activity is coming from this direction. This is where the explosive was as well. So I'm going to grapple up top here. Feels like, especially with no ladders, this is like free. There's no way they get up here. As far as I can... Oh, they can climb pipes potentially. What about here? Double ladder? Wow, that's a really high position. Let's go! What you guys got? Okay, so you can chill here. We'll Overwatch shortly. Meanwhile, these guys don't really want to be out there. I guess we can kind of chill on the roof here. I forget if the rule here is that you're still allowed to camp like the top of a ladder and the enemy can't climb up. I forget if that's a thing. I think that's only true if like you've crowded the entire roof, but I can't recall. Either way, we're just keeping Jackson safe. She's already going to be wounded from this. We don't want her dead. So we're going to pull her into... Oh, that stuff is... like, this radiation, I don't want, like, any side effects here. So I'm going to... Oh, then the purifiers are pissed off, too. Yeah, we'll just take this position here. And then everybody's going to Overwatch. Where are we at? Where are we at? Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Holy, where did they come from? That's insane. Alright, well. It was a fun idea. What? What is happening? This is exactly what I thought we'd have to deal with in a mission with five like strong candidates. This is an easy mission. Alright, well, grenades. Popping grenade. This is a lesson of never pop grenades. It's basically it's a shooting gallery for in some ways, but like, nah. So I'm curious, the headshot to get free action thing, I don't think it would apply to my Justice ability. So I'm just going to keep firing and reloading, I think is my best bet. She's got some pot shots, some really good ones, but she's not guaranteed to kill. She's got to roll a 2/3. After the 6%, she's got to roll 2 out of 3 to kill the ones at 4 HP. What's his gun look like? 3 to 4, so even worse. So she'll take the 4 HP ones, I guess. And we'll see what happens. $94 HPers? Okay. Oh, there's one. Okay. Go for it. 2 out of 3. Oh, see, that's the problem. Is 3 damage is not going to kill, and it's not going to give her action back. Also, why can't I act? I thought she only did 1 action. She hasn't moved. Yeah, this should... I feel like that should have been her first action, quote-unquote, because she got her 1 free action back. Maybe I'm missing something. I can't grapple my teammates, right? Yeah, that would be great, but no. It's grenade time. I learned my lesson, never to use grenades. That's what I learned not to do, so I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that, cause Well, the swarm is here. Regardless of what we want, the swarm is here. But I don't get free actions. So I guess we just keep on taking the hits. You know, we gotta reload. So we, in theory, you could kill 5 of them with 1 guy. It's rough. I do not think we'll be so lucky, but we will keep trying. Yeah, we know. Alright. Clean. Alright, so now we do reload. We still should have a shot. Good. I guess I want to save her actions and see what she can do after. But if these are these all dashers? I think is my main question. Is this a dasher? It's just a lost. Okay, so these move as fast as her. Which one are any of them dashers actually? 1. It's like impossible for me to tell, I think. Alright, so it's just this one. So if this one dies, she can double move away and survive. Is my interpretation of how this is looking. Yep, okay. Well, he can take that shot on him. And, of course. So now, what she needs to... Actually, she can still shoot and run... Well, run and shoot. And... that means that... if she hits that one, they'll be more than 8 units away. So they'll still have to double move to get just next to her. So they'll close her in on her position, but she won't get meleeed by them if she kills this one. Why could she only target that one? Oh no. And these guys definitely do, well, I can't tell, but I'm gonna assume they can do enough damage to kill. I think she just runs all the way then. No, because we don't have an overwatch. This guy will hunt her, will find her. I'm curious if there's an initiative order and the dasher has more initiative. But it's more likely... I really don't know. Alright. So, the option is... well, if she's not the closest target, then the lost dasher might go for somebody else. So let's say she's here instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So if she's here, or yeah, because you have to go around it. So yeah, I think if she's here, she's safer. So let's see what happens with that. I think it's better than trying to hope RNG mechanics work the way we want. Alright, cars exploding is a thing too. And there's more swarms coming. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, this is dope. From a thematic perspective, this is great. I don't like that guy is looking at me.
The new route that should get you to the rendezvous point safely. The Lost are still converging on the area, so make it fast.
That will not be a problem.
I lack confidence. Alright, he's looking at me, but he's not hitting. Alright, so I think we definitely just don't worry about grenades and just like throw at a good cluster, and that would give us some good opportunities. Most of these are regular lost, which is a good thing for us. Like, this is a shooting gallery up here. This is what you see in like arcade games, where you just like have the guys pop up and you get like the little yeah. Alright, she's only got 1 shot, so she needs to take the easiest one and then reload. And this is the easiest one. This is the most dangerous one, so I'm gonna do that first. Yeah, how about we worry about this friend? Don't want to ignore him. Oh god, okay. It looked like she missed. That was scary. Alright. Now they're in the same position ammo-wise, so whatever. We'll just go with this. Well, let's see who's closer now. Yeah, they're pretty close to the pipes. If they can just jump down, which they should be able to. So I'm most worried about these fellows right in front. 81. Takes the shot. Yeah, this is Legolas action right here. Just keep a count. Yeah. Alright. Go Rambo mode. Alright, I'm gonna save her next move in case she needs to, like, move. So we can try to clear these out, and then all move together towards the evac point, especially with another swarm on its way. Eek. So I got another friend. I do not have a grapple. If she misses, though, she doesn't get to do anything. So at least when he misses, he gets to still move because he's a skirmisher. So this is still effectively his first action. Yeah. This is the rendezvous, right? Over this way? Yeah, okay. So we'll move to this position here.
As you order.
This is awesome. I have not seen any of this kind of content in any capacity, so I didn't even know Lost were a thing until this mission. So this is pretty baller. You know, the Ripsaw is definitely more likely, but I want that free action from killing, so I'm just gonna go from there.
They won't fight no more.
Wait, what?
Need ammunition.
Somebody graffitied on the photo we took from our last mission. Like, there was like some graffiti artist who somehow captured our likenesses from some undercover anti-commander operation. That's interesting. Alright, loading up. Moving out. So she is going to be unloaded, unfortunately, but she's going to be left behind if she doesn't start moving, so we'll just do, everybody else gets to reload, she gets to move, and go from there. She did an amazing job, though. She just unloaded a full clip. And we get another round, so the swarm is not here just yet. Mox, lead the way. How far can we grapple? I was hoping, you know, over here a bit, but we can do this. And then get up there. There we go.
Changing position.
We like to see it. Any friends? Alright, I think we just dash it. And then we can either walk and reload, or I think it's just going to be better to evac at this point. Yeah, the closer the better, I guess, so... And assuming we don't aggro another pod anyways. Curious if I can jump this. We'll just go here.
I go.
Right, so there are going to be some dashers with them. Move here.
I move.
So this open, closed door. Yeah, I'd rather just get as much distance as we can from that location. Though we don't necessarily know where they're coming from. It seemed like it was coming from south, from that direction, but maybe not. Maybe we want to make sure we can overwatch with these guys. So these are the guys with the shots, right? I'm still going to be within movement range of the evac point. So, we'll check this out. And I think we will overwatch here, since we actually have ammo. Just in case they come out of the woodwork in just a second. And close in on us immediately. Oh yeah, so you can see the dashers are running. Oh my gosh, so they just come out of anywhere. Okay, so they basically spawn into the map at a very close proximity to the explosion and put us in a very dangerous spot. But that's why we are here, moving into this location, and then firefighting if this doesn't work.
Finally.
Is that enough?
Outrider and the first team should be waiting
Okay.
for you ahead. I know this wasn't the easiest stuff, but I have
I hope so too.
to the end.
Holy crap, that was insane. Yeah, the rookies made it work. Well, only one injured. A lot of experience. What's this? Anything new? Alright, just the closer.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
So, Advent's most brutal captain comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories.
An elder.
Elder Cracksod. Anytime.
Oh, she dead named him.
The way I see it, we have two options. Join forces and kick the Elders off our world, or kill each other here and now. The choice is yours.
Wow. Is that a chosen guy?
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
What the hell is that?
Vox Prima, Elder Assassin, relentless death that stalks my kind, butcher of freed Advent.
My people face another like her. They are the undying, Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
That didn't take too much.
Welcome to try.
Your Reapers face a
Oh, we're not done.
They appeared without warning years ago.
Oh shit.
Had they not, we would have already regained our home.
Such arrogance. The Elder's will extends throughout the universe. I am but one of their instruments.
So they get concealment, huh? So they get to act out concealment. And I have to spread my awareness around to catch them out before they get into like a good ambush position, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the game here. I don't really intend to reload any of these saves, but it's nice in case there's a glitch or at some point I just realized that Iron Man's not gonna work. Technically still an Iron Man run, as we did a fresh run going into the replay of our first mission. That was, you know, still the start of the game till now. I'm not sure how long we can keep that up, but we can try for now. See if I like these positions, but if I were Advent, I'd just, you know, turn a train on and smash. Or, you know, she could be on the train. Actually, seems like that's what we're kind of setting up for, is a train fight. Grappley grapple? No targets available. We could jump down, but I think the idea is to stay up here. Is she in stealth? She. Oh, I've already used it for this mission. Well, would have been kind of nice now, but she's the most mobile one. She's got good sight. But these guys can play closer to. Well, I was gonna say they could play closer to cover, but it looks like that nobody can reach it from here. So we got 6 people. She's gonna be leading the pack regardless, so let's not let her get too ahead. Let's just take this position. She can overwatch from here, unless we want to sprint it. But I feel like survival is the key here. Oh, I could medkit the unit that survived. So she groups up. This is not... Okay, so this is a ladder or a pipe or something. Yeah, we'll cover the top of the pipe in case that matters at all. She seems to be able to like hover and fly around, but yeah. Medkit time, let's go. Not that I think these guys will do any less than 4 damage. But if she has like little servants or something, minions, then that might factor in. So yeah, we're 3 on one side, 2 on the other. Let's have one guy go down the middle. And hopefully that doesn't put a train right on top of him.
As you order.
Okay, 3 and 3 is my goal, so I'll have her sprint over here and the rest can overwatch. It's kind of setting myself up for a grenade. Maybe she'll just take the middle position too. Alright, seems pretty good. We don't know what we're up against, but yeah, we'll see. Oh boy. Hello, hello. Weaknesses, strengths, a special name, Jax My Valinor, the Wraithblade. If I don't kill her here, I bet she follows me to other missions. Since I put the effort into like making her a unique character or a unique elite. That's really cool. Revenge. Chance to return fire against missed shots, which she probably already has some pretty good dodge %. Shadow Step. Does not trigger overwatch or reaction fire at all. But is easy to target from high ground and does take increased damage from Reapers. Very interesting. Are both of them here? The Reaper one and the Skirmisher one?
You will never see it.
Oh, we got more friends.
I will give you a clean death.
So, high ground attack is a key part of this, for sure. Now it says I can grapple, but it's something that I really don't care about. Yeah. So, overwatching does not help against her, just against the Lost should they pursue us. Interesting. Little affixes. That's really cool. What a cool addition to the campaign.
Moving as ordered.
Everything I'm seeing here is brand new, this entire mission, and it's all welcome.
On your order.
You know, the other expansion added mechs and psionics, and was a really solid addition. Some enemy types too, I think, but like this is like content. It's really cool. Alright, I guess because of the no Overwatch rule, these guys are gonna push up and just try to get to this train and see what happens there. I don't want to be like left behind with the Zerg or zombie swarm behind. So see what happens. But she seems like she's in stealth and does not take damage from Overwatch at all. No reaction shots of any sort. Wish, dude, I just want to like randomly grenade her out. That'd be so funny. That just winged it and it would work. But we don't want to awaken another swarm while we're out this way. So, ooh, the claymore. How do I do that? Targetable explosive environmental device. The Reaper is not revealed when shooting claymore or when it is triggered. So she doesn't like Reapers.
It requires patience.
So I can activate that if I want to. And it looks like it's just guaranteed. So remote activated mine, grenade or mine or whatever seems pretty cool. Yeah, push up. Alright, I'll stay out of the square there. So it's this square here. Can I get on top of the train? It looks like I'm at the max height for the map, but I'm gonna try anyways. I mean, that's an interesting position. least for versus the Lost more than anything. It'd be great if this actually gave me sight of her, but I'd have to be flanking her to get that position. I don't know. We'll Overwatch. And I think we'll move to this side because that's where we last saw her. Unless they're just spawning in on each side, we'll see. Chosen. Okay. Upsy daisy. Melee. Oh god. Alright, not dead. Oh, Adigoke, he was a killer too. What's the health bar? 22? And she reacts on bending what? Oh god.
It looks like the Chosen knocked one of our soldiers into a daze. We need to get someone over there to help them get back on their feet before that thing can move in and attack.
Free action. So might be disoriented. Has to have somebody get him up. And a big issue is just she was able to move, attack, move. If I miss her, she gets a retaliation, and she has 22 health. This is the most insane boss fight I've seen. I mean, this is like facing a Muton Elite, but I'm on mission 4 with rookies. I mean, they gave me good tools for it, but wow. So do I chase her down? I feel like the whole you don't want to you want high ground advantage against her is kind of important. For right now, we'll go ahead and just do the revive thing. Let's see what happens from there. But I can't just sit here. Like, I have to chase, right? If she just keeps on popping up, attacking, popping up, that's bad. So he does get to act this round, but he's debuffed pretty heavily. Oh, he loses one of his actions, and he's very limited. Ugly. Alright, well, I feel like somebody has to try to reveal her. I don't like that idea, but I feel like that's the case. There she is. Alright. A miss. She's got high cover. I need to flank her badly. That's what it comes down to. But she's... Oh, can I look at her stats now? That would be great. Where's my character? There, okay, 6 people, so I have to be used to that. Okay. What are we looking at? Alright, Assassin that does 3 to 4 damage. So can one-shot anybody here. 75% chance to hit. So, like, debuffs would be important, like flashbangs and stuff like that. But hack defense, size strength, will. So hack defense is interesting because it implies she might be part robotic. I don't really know how that stuff works. But mobility is 15. So if we're a double move away, but she gets like 3 actions, I bet. I should probably stop getting ahead of myself. Let's see. 22 health, 5% defense. Yeah, there's a lot here. Chance to return fire. Okay, so she has kidnap move. 1 action, ends turn. Kidnaps a unit. Extract knowledge. Extracts a unit. Vanishing wind. Vanishes for 4 turns. Psionic wave. 3 turns. Cooldown. Rapid fire. Fire twice in a row at an enemy. Each shot suffers an aim penalty of -15. Melee attack. And that looks like that's about it. Missing all help text. So that's all the info we get. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough. And obviously, clearly, very well intentioned, but where it positioned. What if I can grenade out that cover? If I can break the cover, then I don't know if I can from these angles, but I want to try. No, that's not what I said. Yeah, frags would be good because they're like, they don't miss, right? So pretty guaranteed damage. So Silvio's gonna do what he can. We're not here to be hunted. Let's make something happen. Okay, so we want to make sure this cover breaks, but it looks like my frag will not melt steel. And that this will be not fully effective. We'll have to see. Also, will this blow up the truck? That's a good question. So, well, we did almost 15% of her health. But yeah, now I don't have my grapple. Oh, Justice would be great if I can get in range for it. But I don't think I can. She seemed to be focused mostly on melee attacks, which implies that I don't have to worry about cover as much, in theory. These guys have 5 health, so they're very unlikely to be killed. That would require a crit. But yeah, he's out of range, unfortunately. What can you do for me? I was thinking of Dragonova. Can't really do much. Could try to get into flanking position, but I don't see it. She is weak to Reapers, which is good to know.
I will go.
So high ground attacks seems to be like the play. Let's see what a retaliate looks like. Missed? What does she do?
My training fails me.
Sure, what's she gonna do though? Okay. So 22% chance range attack. Thankfully I was in high cover. I don't think I can attack from high ground here. It's, you know, what I would like to do, but I just don't see it. And now Weber is vulnerable. Wow, I'm at a loss of how to approach this. This is kind of crazy. I think I'm improvising the best I can, but I really don't know. So these shouldn't activate on proximity. I should just be able to run past it. But out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to take this central position and then go for... I can take a shot her on the left or the right next turn, depending on where she shows up. Oh boy, oh boy. 21%. I mean, I just want to, like, hide for this turn until we get a better position on her. And I can support the Reaper by moving up a bit. Or I can try to take high ground again, somewhere again, which won't be for a bit. I think the best idea is get close enough to Justice before she vanishes again. And if I can Justice her and pull her into a bad position, we can just lay into her and take out at least more than half her health, I would say. So that is my new goal. We'll see if it's viable. I'm glad that I decided to hunt her and to just sit here waiting for her stuff to come back off cooldown and whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking she's got a good angle here. If I just move slightly, she won't. I didn't see anything but grenades. Not that it always does as an ability, but I think that this is outside the square a grenade would be in anyways. And this dude, he's just coming to his senses. He's just trying to figure out what's going on. So we'll go ahead and just push him up here. Here she comes. Oh, she's up. She's up. She's in the car. She's got the flank. She's trying to finish the job with the first guy. Oh my god. Blinded. Okay, double blind. We no longer have high ground possibility. Adagoke is having a pretty hard day. Love the music though. And also really easy flanking position. So for some of these guys. Yeah, for 4 characters it looks like. Reaper's pretty mobile too, maybe. I can't see. Please, game. She's in there. Reaper? Hello? Yeah, so the Reaper can't see, but I'm gonna infer based on what I know about the map. Yeah, she can get right here. So if we don't take that... Okay, that's actually pretty far, even. From what I can tell. Now this is at like the very end of the train, it looks like to me. But it might be a little further, based on the camera, I don't know. Well, Mox, he's the only one that really can't do much, right? He can pop back up here, but he's not going to be in good line of sight. And he got blinded too. Okay, so he was one of those that was hit. Is that why I can't give any vision from these characters? Oh, okay. So Lena is blinded. Still very mobile, but I wish I knew what that debuff did. Tell me details. Cause like she can move far, but you know, I imagine she can't hit if she's blind. Alright, we're just gonna move in with the people we have. And see what we can do with it. We're gonna set ourselves up for a flank, which is not ideal. I'm also worried that like a position like this won't actually hit, which could be really bad. If I just like move here and then can't strike, but gotta make something happen. Yeah, I mean, there's so many positions where we're flanked anyways, and she's more likely to go for the sword anyways. Yeah, let's just close in. We just gotta take shots while we can, and missing shots isn't an option. So we're just gonna go in for a high percentage. If she can retaliate, she can retaliate. Let's see what happens. Oh, a crit. 5 damage. Oh, flank is pretty high for crit chance. Plan to. Alright. She did have a grenade, so 3x3. Oh, it's a blind grenade. I don't know if that counts really, but we'll respect the 3x3. He's the only one that needs to use this ladder anyway, so. In theory, the flood, or the lost are coming, so I have to worry about that as well. 76%, come on! Oh, come on, no. That's bad. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Alright, do I risk the Reaper in this position? She can't even see. How could she get hit? Just doesn't seem likely. But I don't know what the debuff says. Still, my mission is to not let them die. Even if that means rookies are more likely to. I don't think smoke grenade will help against like a melee attack. And I just need to take shots where I can. That's not a flank, apparently. 68%, still going for it. And she gets to retaliate against high cover, hopefully. Okay, we're okay with that. Still, she's gonna invis soon. Alright, so 2 options. Either we go up there, or we just set up for another turn. So I think it just reduces sight radius, where you have to be really close to your target to hit. Which means that I think this actually might work still. Very dangerous, but we'll try. She fast. And she's 2 blocks away. 95, let's go. Oh, defense is 5% extra chance to miss. Vector rifle. Interesting. Six damage.
I had not expected this conflict to be so exhilarating. You surprised.
Oh, okay, she's invis.
Still, the Elder's will is that none survive this day. I cannot.
Alright, that is a thing then.
The sonic dispersal waves emitting from that pod.
She's gonna aggro the zombies. And Fox is up top, but barely. Lovely. And they're up top.
Meaning that thing just rang the dinner bell for every remaining lost in the city.
An accurate assessment. The entire lost biomass seems to be converging on this position.
Then let's get you all the hell out of there. Firebrand's
Yeah.
en route to the evac coordinates now. Get moving.
Okay, we did quote-unquote defeated her, but she gets to come back later. Okay. That's... Oh boy. Doable, but we're blinded still. With 3 guys are blinded. Yikes. YOLO grenade! Where's it gonna go? We don't know. Somewhere. Yeah, if he moves here, he should be able to hit on the bus. It's got to be the, what's the Full Metal Alchemist guy? Roy, Lieutenant or Colonel Roy or something like that. I forget. The fire guy. The Flame Alchemist gets shot called by the Hawkeye girl. Man, I wish I didn't remember these names because these were great characters, but. Yeah, whatever her name is. Like Hawkeye or whatever is, Lieutenant Riza, something. Anyways, he moves like 2 inches. That's not the guy I wanted to— oh crap, that was not my character, the character I wanted. I wanted Mox to— oh, he doesn't get 2 actions, so he can't move into position. So he can YOLO a grenade in based on somebody else calling it, but doesn't— it looks a little unlikely. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. YOLO grenade! They're all coming anyways. What's one swarm between friends? Okay, maybe I think that I made them come even faster, honestly. Okay, why can't my other guys move? I'm stuck on this guy. Alright, what does this guy want to do? He wants to take some shots? And take some shots. He's standing on the bomb, which is not great. So if I just like— I don't want to click on another character and then lose access to it. Wait a second. These are the 2 characters that didn't act earlier. Which means this is I thought it was the top of initiative and everybody could act. Oh, that's terrifying. So which one's a dasher? Dasher. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. 2 dashers, 150%. This guy's at 1 health. Okay, this guy's absolutely dead. There's no way. He's blind. He's definitely— no matter where he moves, he's gonna be the closest. So, all these guys, all 4 of these characters acted. These guys had one action available. This guy had 2. I accidentally misclicked, stepped forward, and now I'm in this position where he's guaranteed the target for the dasher. And he now needs to hit a 50% target. Oh, it tells me their name on the screen. Okay, so I don't have to control click all of them. So there's a 50% chance I miss this guy, and then there's a 1 in 3 chance that I will not do enough damage. So it's looking very bad. Very, very bad. But I'm also worried the Overwatch is going to be— I think it'll go based on proximity, right? So the closest target, and I think he's the closest target. I'm going to Overwatch. I think it's better than the 50% that I'm getting right now. But we'll see with the blind and all that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nope! He targets the wrong guy. Dasher is going to kill him for sure. Ugly. I didn't realize what was going on with the turn order. That's unfortunate. Goodbye, sir. Bleeding out.
Initial analysis of these creatures' movement patterns reveals an almost coordinated attack strategy. Perhaps they're not the mindless automatons they initially appeared to be. An intriguing, if not horrific, possibility.
Anybody can stabilize? Or is that what my kits are for? I don't know. I can't think about that right now. I need to think about all the zombies killing all the guys. Because right now Mox and Dragunova seem to be on my side. Potentially permanently. I can't explode. I can't even use the Claymore though because that would guaranteed kill him. And there's still a chance he survives. Gonna hit this guy first. And just unload clips on these guys. He doesn't have the damage. What was I doing? He has too much health.
My weapon is almost depleted.
So he can do another I thought I could do a double attack. Yeah, he can. But then he's going to have to reload, and then he's not going to have any more shots. So, attacking the guy with 4 health was a bad call. His gun's not designed for that. It's a lot of rapid 3 damage hits. So I can either reload or do a justice, but I imagine reload's going to be the play. So, do it. Alright. Unfortunately, she has no ammunition. That's cool. I like that. Okay, so that's what the vector rifle thing that was popping up meant. That's pretty dope. I like that, just like little stuff like this is such a sick addition to the game. That's so cool. And you missed. Cool as a cucumber. And that ends her turn because she's not a skirmisher. So she'll have to reload and she doesn't get to move much next turn, it seems like. So they're not dashers, from what I can tell. I think we killed both the dashers, which means that they can move 8 spaces. So if they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoot. Let's just kill the one closest, and then we won't have to work out the math. Just kill the closest ones, it's fine. We got lots of ammo. Alright, so we just come over here and open the door.
Finally.
Welcome to the freak show.
You can't handle me.
Yeah, you better. I think she was already promoted though, so I'm curious if she can get double promoted or if that's like a just saying it. Whatever. We're going for it.
Even score. Weapons burning, ammo
You
fire.
better be. You're doing great, lady.
Ooh, you see that? No
Also,
rounds.
also, this dude's just chilling out, having a good time.
I'm ready.
This is such a dope mission. I know this is a long video for one mission, 1 hour and a half, but man, this feels really cool. It's only keeping me awake.
Sono stufo di aspettare.
That's an Overwatch.
Sono in allerta.
And then I think she can just try to go for some... Well, she can go for the revive. Is that safe to do? I don't actually know how this pipe stuff works, but I'm going to cover it anyways, as if it means something. Alright, so she has carry. But that's not stabilized. I would have to get him to evac within 3 turns. I do feel like that's kind of worth trying, but not if we have all this stuff on top of us. Take the shot.
Macht jemand Striche?
Alright. I'm worried if this one will miss, but I think we gotta try everything we can. Okay, okay.
Noch mehr?
Alright, so now we go for carry.
Brauche Munition.
We cannot stabilize because we already used our med kit. That's really important for us to understand. I know later on I'll have specialists that I don't have to worry about that as much, but right now, her goal is to get there. And that means putting herself at risk. This is going to get ugly. But we're going to try to make it in 3 turns. Because we did make a mistake, but...
Und los geht's.
Okay, there's 2 down there. I thought I saw 2 down there, but she didn't have it on targeting. So now she's going to get eaten. Great. Well, dinner bell. Ugly mother.
Okay.
Okay.
Tag me.
Just 2? Just 2?
How many of these creatures can still be in this city?
Advent has been sending purifier squads into these cities for years, yet somehow the lost survive, even thrive. We do not know why.
Okay, if you're trying to distance yourself from Advent, you should probably not talk like that. I know you're just saying words, but like, yeah. Alright, how far can we grapple? Is it just there? Because that's not as far as I would like. Alright. Now I can't grapple anything. Does it block movement here? If I stay here? I can just hop. Okay. She needs to reload. Alright, clear path, man. You're in a good position for it. Time to move. I don't think this guy's gonna live, but I might as well try. Even if it puts our other team members at risk. She's got movement.
As you order, Commander.
She's useless without a weapon, so we'll have her reload.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
And now we take the risks. Okay, how do we get there? Do we go through the building, do you think, or do we go down the road? I think we have to go down the road. No. It looks like building's fine. If there's an entry point. If there's not, I hope we have a grenade to make one. One of these characters. I think the Vox might still have his. Yeah, she's the injured one, so I don't really want her going in first. Alright, so we can go ahead and just make the move here, and then make the second move right after. YOLO. Looks like the windows are all broken. I mean, it's obviously like a ruined city. Those aren't mannequins. So she can't shoot because she's got a guy on her back, right? I don't think so. And besides, I want her like sprinting, max movement speed. Which puts us in a tough position. I'm trying to see what he can see from here. If there's any targets he can be in range of. Nope, just that. Everybody else is basically already moved. So my options are try to extract by sprinting in there and she dies. I'm trying to look at movement range. He's got a two turns left, right? So if he dies at the beginning of the turn after next, then it's too late, right? 16... Yeah, 16 would be too far. So, let's play this smart and not just send her in to die. Just because we're trying to make something happen. So you're currently the lagger? Kind of. Everybody else is already down. She's moving. But it looks like she can't fire if she's carrying a body. One action ends your turn. I'm just gonna have to cover her and act with one less marine, or two less in this case. Which means Overwatch time. So I can either move to just a random location. Yeah, I guess we'll move just... Do we know what these guys are? Don't think any of them are the fast ones. But let's say he just busts through here. 2, 3... I don't think this is right, but I can't actually see the grid, so I'm just gonna spitball it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So theoretically you can move there. Yeah, I don't want her too close. And if there's a dasher, she's just dead, right? So I guess that's probably a bad idea. A lost swarm appears. Okay, we're fighting. We're putting the body down. We're fighting. Oh god. Well, they captured the feel of these things. Okay, smokes.
I did not exist when this city stood whole. Still, I feel revulsion at what happened to this place, to these people.
I believe you.
Okay. So, we're gonna have to assume that my man's out. We're gonna have to do what we can. This is definitely the time for a grenade, if anybody has one. I used mine a little earlier. Looks like smoke is all we got, unfortunately. He's got high ground, which means he's got some good shots. He's got 2. He's gonna have to reload eventually, though. But then he can still keep shooting if he keeps headshotting. So, yeah, I don't think movement... I think at this point you don't move. No character moves. Every character shoots. Dash is priority, but... Or 4 HP guys is priority for my Marines. What's Vox's weapon? Or, sorry, not Mox. What's Outrider's weapon damage? 3 to 4. So yeah, the 3 to 5s are going to be the ones that prioritize the 4 health guys. As terrifying as the situation is, gotta work the odds in our favor. Okay. Anybody else? Alright, everybody else has 3 health, which is good news. Now we can just go in whatever order works best. Now he gets to reload as his first action. And then keep... Well, maybe he can sprint. Maybe he can sprint. Let's go ahead and get a grapple up. Onto here. That's no actions.
Changing position.
And then he can shoot, reload, shoot. And he can just lay into all the 100... He literally can mow down this entire... everything that he sees. Fantastic. I don't see any reason to not do that then. Other than he'll be out of ammo after. Let's go! It's skirmishing time. Holy crap. That's so cool. Just gotta make sure I don't misclick the claymore in the back and we're good. I hear you, bud. And now he reloads, and that's the second reload of the turn. So he was able to move, shoot like 4 shots at least, and reload twice in the same round. That's insane. That's really cool. Alright, yeah, it says that he's got 1 turn left. He's not getting there, so we're gonna put him down. Well, we want to take his body with, if we can, so I guess we won't put him down necessarily. Now, that I was thinking back in the mindset of, there's 20 zombies in front of me, but we did just blow most of them to pieces. Yeah, his only disadvantage is he doesn't do 3 to 5 damage, he does 3 to 4, which means that he's more likely to not kill the 4 HP guys. But once you take that into consideration, you're very dangerous. Oh, high ground. Okay, so high ground is big against everything, but especially when you need to hit every shot. And you're not worried about the lack of cover because these guys don't do range attacks. These are just clean shots, clean kills. We like it. Bring it in. Let's go.
Death to the invaders. I'll need more ammo soon.
I hear you. Alright, so this guy was able to get some good shots in. Now he's going to run down. She might as well hang on to the body for now. Let's see what Jackson can do. That is her name, right? Yeah, Emily Jackson. It's a little risky. Pushing up there, but she's got to move somewhere.
Let's move already.
Okay. Is that the only one? Decent odds. Alright. Dude, I definitely stopped counting. Woof. Okay. So I have the option of like reloads and overwatches and all this stuff. But basically, she's got good movement, and I don't know where my enemy is right now. I'm gonna go for the reload. And then she can handle the overwatch side. Hopefully there's only like one guy hiding around a wall and the rest are good. Unfortunately, he's gonna bleed out here, but we can bring him home. Lay him to rest the proper way. I don't know if that's a morale boost or at least not a huge deficit, but... Alright, well this is where I want to be, but I'm not allowed to end my turn, so... Here. Oh.
There will come a day when my people take back this place.
That guy wasn't even actually trying to kill us. He was just checking the sales on the new spring tea. Just wrong place, wrong time. Sorry, mister. Only one shot left because of the overwatch. Unfortunate. Alright, I think she'll go in first because she's loaded up and she has the movement speed for it. Does seem like being in this position is clogging up the lane though, so maybe I just do a basic move in. I should be able to back my character up no matter what happens. Did say he died, right? I'm just gonna assume it did. Because I slowed down enough that didn't work out anyways. Anyways, I'm just trying to move people out of this position so that we can get the hell out of here. Alright, so now she can move. And we can either check the floors, check the rooms, or just get out. I'll do a double move for him. And I'm going to put some overwatches in there where I can. Good thing that assassin isn't still hounding us. She did set a pretty sick trap though. Yeah, she can double move in at the next turn, so I'm just gonna have her overwatch for sure.
My turn on watch.
I don't really want to go past that door in case there are more in there. They should have aggroed already, but you never can be sure. So I think like this is probably the furthest forward I want to be. Swarm's gonna spawn most likely. And they are right there, man. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. The free action thing though, just laying into them is such a good feeling for the game. So often it's like, oh I just feel like I can't do everything I want to do, and here it's like I can do so much as long as the odds don't shift against me. I actually probably should have caught that. I was about the elders, so I missed it. Unfortunate. I mean, technically we can just sprint in, right? Yeah. That's the play. We know we're able to do that, so let's do it. Well, assuming the guy in the back can reach, but I think, yeah, she's fine. I was missing the head count, but we're -1, unfortunately. Go for the EXP farm. No, just get out. Just get out of this hellhole. Oh my god.
The entire swarm converges upon us. We cannot hold this position much longer.
Outrider to Avenger, where the hell's our exit? This is as low as I can get her.
No! intend to die this day. I will follow. Foxtrot 410.
Oh shit. Did not expect that. Oh, I did not see that coming. Oh, they had the everything set up so nice. I was like, oh, it's like nice. Oh, buddy. Oh.
It looks like we'll be getting some help from these new factions. I'd love to check out some of their weapons and equipment if we have time.
Yeah, it was like the, you know, the ill-advised allies, the unlikely allies, I guess, that had each other's back, and, you know, it turns around, oh, they're, you know, smiling back at each other, actually, you know, they're on the same team, it's great. And then he's just zoop, warped out of there. I did not catch that, but we do get Outrider as a result. Our Chad that just destroyed like 10 guys in a row has to sit it out, and we'll maybe go on a rescue mission for him later on, but as it is. Oh, so this bar is their fatigue level, and as they get more weary, they have a harder time keeping up with the action. Interesting. Well, we got a lot of promotions to give out. We have a Reaper class to investigate. We have a rookie to bury. It's a tough mission. Real tough mission. I bet you guys are gonna look at this video length, an hour and 47 minutes, and you're going to assume one of two things. Either it's two decently active missions, which effectively kind of it is, or it's a really, really boringly paced one where I'm just like talking the whole time and not acting. Retroactively strap in. This is a cool mission for sure. I'm happy we got to see this one. No items. This guy's back. He gives us the intel. He gives us the scientist.
False promises of rescue are always a valuable tool in extracting intelligence from these human prisoners.
We may be able to determine where they're being held through a future covert action. So intel will be useful for that, I assume.
The resistance factions can help us locate our captive soldier if we deploy on a covert action alongside them.
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me, Commander. I will make sure they are put to good use.
We may have chosen a different means of resistance.
But then that's the Reaper guy. I confused him with the skirmishers because that was my first impression of skirmishers, is these kind of gristled veterans, but apparently the skirmishers are not human. Not fully, anyways. Got some promotions to give out. Got some action, but it's been a long one, so I think we're going to be closing this out pretty soon. I don't know what it wants me to do here. We got our guy on it. We're happy with it as is. Alright, yeah, I'm happy to call it here. We've got some wounded. I guess we'll check in and see who's available for future missions. Obviously, time will pass, but how are we looking on that time? Dylan Davis, 4 days left. Blake Baldwin, 5 days as well. Jason Border's still quite tired. It's going to take another 25 hours of rest at least, so not much time has passed, it seems.
They had the drop on us for sure. But Advent, there's something we could never have prepared for, even with better gear. Between the propaganda, the handouts...
I mean, I feel like you should have had this wake-up call 20 years ago. Central, you were there, Bradford. But, you know. Alright, so they have, from what I understand, a different tree path.
The resistance factions take a more flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers. They can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion. They will adapt to follow your choices, Commander.
Detonate an environmental explosive, causing it to deal double damage with twice its normal radius is big, and double damage is big. So and you can use that while you're camouflaged. So if there's naturally explosive materials, you know, big red barrels or whatever, then you can taken full advantage of that. And the fact that you can make it look like an accident is kind of the coolest thing, because you could just lead with her in a stealth scenario, in a concealment situation, and you can just blow up people without any recourse, which is great. +1 damage if there was already damage to the target. Your goal is generally going to be just to try to one-shot things as much as possible, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. And stuff like mutons, I could see this being pretty useful for. Hollow targeting. Any directed vector rifle shot hit or miss will mark the target, increasing the squad's aim. I think that's better. Hollow targeting, I think, will be available for others later. So I guess it's just, yeah, tough call. This is like, the fact that there's unique perks and I'm not taking them would feel bad, because I want to make the most of a class that's got some tricks that only they can do. Whereas going this route is like, it's really good. I think this is the best ability of the three, but I could easily see me wanting to try like a saboteur route. Here you can always go back and pick up like hollow if it turns out this isn't really the best. You know, I don't think it's like a tree, but like you can just choose like hollow targeting and then still go for saboteur stuff later. But yeah, I'm curious how many really environmental explosives would qualify. Definitely seems like it has a lot of potential, but we also lose out on the corpses or the loot if we explode them. Double damage though. Could be really good in a desperate situation. Could you just like blow up a car that's on fire? Does that count as an environmental explosive? Like, there's so many questions I have with this kind of stuff. This is straightforward. I know that what this does, this is good. But for experimentation purposes, play around with something new, we'll go ahead and do this. You can get special training to refund skills. That's good too. Make poster.
Commander, the media is a powerful tool. Just ask Advent's propaganda machine.
Hello.
I
How are
say
you
it's
doing
time
today?
we turn it against
Would
them.
you like to buy
By spreading the
something
word of
at
our soldiers' exploits
Earth?
in combat, we can
Well,
bolster morale
not first day.
throughout the
Goodbye.
resistance.
Yes. Alright. And we'll just have to see what we're doing promotion-wise for the other soldiers next time around. We're not going to be taking advantage of them fully just yet because they are wounded. 6 days for Emily Jackson. 16 days for Sylvia. And 11 days for Martha. I am curious though if by chance they ranked up twice. So I'm going to go ahead and check that real quick. Commander's choice. So what do we have? We still have our sharpshooter, our specialists, our grenadier. We picked up another sharpshooter in Quan. We've got a reaper. All of them kind of playing this mid to far distance in range. We need somebody up close and personal, and Jackson certainly seems like she has the chops. She, 8 out of 1 is what it says here. So let's look here. It says 8 out of 12, 8 out of 1. So you need 1 experience point to level up once, and then another 12 to level up again. So it looks like it is just going to be going over to the squatty class, or rank, but that's going to be fine. Or no, this is corporal. So you need 12 to rank up to be a corporal. So it's definitely possible we can get up to, or beyond corporal. So it's definitely possible we can get to corporal here. We'll have to see. Emily Jackson, I think, had a lot of up-close and personal experience. And we're going to give her the Ranger class. I mean, she is probably guaranteed to die within the next few months, but we'll see what she can do for now.
Primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
There's some upgrades that can allow them to be pretty deadly, though. Alright, it just says 6 AP, nothing else. Silvio, Weber. So if we've already got 2 Weber was the one who carried the guy on her back, so she's going to end up being a specialist. Field medic. That seems appropriate. And the last guy can either be another sniper, or just to keep things mixed, distributed evenly, we're going to go ahead and give Silvio the grenadier role. And it should work out pretty nicely. Alright, that is it. We will have another mission soon. Up at the top you see we're 22112. So we were lacking in the ranger department, but that's okay. They have their strengths and weaknesses. View photos. Alright, the aliens will no fear. This we can be sure of. But for now, we're gonna get some sleep. Thanks for tuning in for what was an awesome mission. And hopefully we get something even half as exciting next time around. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.